Hey guys, welcome back to the Cool Girl Podcast with yo girl, Kalina, where we give all tips and advice on how to be your best cool girl self. Woo! Yay! Welcome back if you listened last time, and welcome if you are a new viewer. Today we have a scrumptious plate of fruit on my shark plate that I made, which I'm pretty excited about. It is sunny outside. It is actually gorgeous. There's literally only 2 baby clouds in sight, and I couldn't be more grateful for a beautiful, awesome day. So, sorry, I've been burping. I just ate the fruit, and then I had a popsicle, and it was nice and refreshing. Sorry. Okay, in today's episode on the Cool Girl Pod, we are going to be talking about reinventing yourself the cool girl way. Do you ever just feel like you are craving more from yourself? Feeling like you're not living up to your fullest potential? Every day just kind of seems like meh. You're just going through the motions. Nothing feels or seems exciting anymore. Everything just feels very routine, and your life isn't feeling very fun. Well, then maybe you need to fine-tune your routine, or aka reinvent yourself. And I feel like every day we can always feel like we need to be better. We're good enough as we are, but like from yourself, you're craving more. You feel like you have more potential and you don't want to waste that potential, but you feel kind of lost because you feel like taking the first step is all too much, or just everything just feels like a lot, which is okay because we all go through that. And I feel like it can also come in waves as seasons change, as people come and go, things are happening around you, and you just feel like maybe your current situation isn't for you anymore, and you feel like you have more potential, and that is great. The truth is, when you feel like your best self, things fart. The truth is, when you feel like your best self, things start falling into place, and there's less pressure, and you just start enjoying life more. So, how are we going to reinvent ourselves, you ask? Have this mindset when coming into this episode. You want to reinvent yourself because growth is your vibe, not because you feel broken. Because you owe it to yourself to grow each day and to get out of your comfort zone. You are not broken. You are just craving more. You are just looking to be the best version of yourself, and that's what we're here to do. So let's hop right in. So what does it even mean to reinvent yourself? You don't need to hit rock bottom to start over in life. If life is good and you feel like, I feel crazy for wanting more out of life because everything seems like so good. Like, you like your job, you like your relationship, you like the people around you. Like, those are all great things, but it doesn't mean that you're not living to your fullest potential, You could still be wanting to cross things off your list, or maybe you want to try a different job, or try different activities, or just try things that you've never done before, and that is totally valid and okay. Reinvention isn't about being fake, it's about aligning with who you really are and who you want to become. I feel like with reinvention, we try and with trying to be your best self, there's a lot of this bigger picture, and it's about painting who you want to truly become and who you want to be, not being like, my life would be better if I went to the gym 6 days a week like this girl, or like if I had this girl's job, or whatever, when you start comparing yourself, because that's never good. But it's what life is about, what you want to do and what you want to accomplish and what works best for you. A few signs that it's time for reinvention. What are some signs? There's actually a lot of signs. You feel bored, you feel stuck, you feel unmotivated, unhappy, craving more of life, and even tired of playing it small. Like I said, there could be more obvious signs, as in you're not going to the gym as much as you said you were, or maybe you're just eating very poorly and you need to get out of that cycle. you're not trying the new activities that you said you were going to do, just stuff like that. That's a sign that you can fine tune and tweak things to. I thought I heard something. Oh, it's a dog. Oh no, it's people walking. Sorry, I got distracted. And tweak things to suit better to your life and feel better about everything. I don't know what I just said there. So I'm going to move on because I lost my train of thought, and to be honest, I think that's all I wanted to say. Sorry, everyone. Next is the cool girl mindset behind the reinvention of yourself. Cool girls don't wait for permission to glow up, grow up, be their best selves, etc. They evolve because they want to. It is exactly the mindset shift that you should have, is that you want to grow from certain things because you want to, because you're craving to. You can't force anything that you don't want to do because you're not going to do it intentionally or wholeheartedly, and it's not going to be as beneficial than if you were to pursue or do things because you really want to. Really think behind your goals, why do you want to start going to the gym more? Obviously for better health, maybe to grow some muscle, look better, but ultimately maybe it's because you want to have better mental health, because I know that has made my mental health way better. Just doing what you want because you want to, because that's always what you should do in life, is do things because you want to. Being the cool girl that you are means being bold, self-aware, and unapologetically intentional with who you are. It's when you're fine-tuned with yourself, you know yourself so well, and that you're so confident in yourself that you feel like you can do anything, learn something new, work on stuff, know your faults. That's all about being the cool girl mindset. Cool girls don't just find themselves, they create themselves. So cool girls, we're not just waiting around, waiting for something to fall out of the sky, like an opportunity or something. You gotta go find that. You gotta go chase after that, and if that's truly your goal and what you want, you'll do anything in your power to make it happen, because that's who you are, and you make promises to yourself and you keep them and you achieve them. Same with goals and other things in life. And I think that's really cool and special, and people really admire that about other people, is someone who sticks to their word and what they say is an unstoppable human being, in my opinion. So, what steps do we take to reinvent ourselves? I would say there's definitely a few steps to reinvent yourself. You first want to audit your current life. What does your routine look like now? What's your current situation? What's your job? And then kind of lay out what's not working for you, what doesn't align, what is making you unhappy, or even just the bland things, you don't really care for certain things anymore. You want to change up your music style. You want to change your personal style. Just write down what is on the list of things that you think you could be better at, or the person you want to become, or what you want to do more of, and kind of get clear on what your vision is. Oh, speaking of number 2, I wrote all these down. Get clear on your vision. Who do you want to be? Like I was saying, your aesthetic, your habits, your energy, your lifestyle, your people around you. I love to golf. I love to skateboard. I love to be outside. I love life. I love hot chips. And those things make me really happy. And that was so random, but just think of who do you want to be, what do you want to be, and what are you trying to accomplish? Okay, so to achieve these goals, you have to create new routines. So that means you gotta create new habits, you gotta release old habits, which is honestly so freaking hard. It takes a lot to unlearn something and relearn something better, but the more you stick to it, the more it'll just engrave in your routine and your brain, and when you don't do it, your brain will be like, oh, why are we not doing this? Or I've finally got into a consistent routine in the gym, and the days that I or the weeks that I don't go as often, like my body feels it and I feel it mentally. And now it's just part of my routine and it feels really good and awesome. And it's something that I love, which I didn't fully love before, but I knew it was something you had to do. But now I like actually enjoy it and like it. So whether you want to learn something new is learning something new is so scary and intimidating. But the first step is literally just doing it. So say you want to get, this is random, maybe say you want to get into golf. You could start by going to the driving range. You can always rent a set from a club or the course that you're at and just try hitting some balls. You can ask some fellow golf people around you if they have any tips. Just be like, it's my first time out here. I don't really know what I'm doing. Do you have any tips for a beginner? People are so nice, they'll help you out. And that's the first step of being going. Once you like start getting the hang of it, then you can maybe work your way up to like a real round. And how fun is that? Or like another activity I love is skateboarding. When I first started, I was like intimidated because there's so many like scary dudes there, and people always try to tell you what to do, or they tell you that you're a poser, but like how are you gonna learn unless you try, you know? And then once I got the hang of it and learned it, like I did have some people try and comment here and there, but like who cares, because I'm having fun and that's all that matters. So just do you, you know? Who cares about other peeps? We're trying to have fun here. We're trying to live life YOLO. The next tip is to change the environment you're in. It's so hard to grow and be who you want to become if you're staying in the same routine, if you're staying in the same habits, if your space is the same. It's nice to freshen things up so then you feel fresh and you feel open-minded and excited about trying something different. Clean the space that you're in, clean your room, maybe declutter old stuff that doesn't serve you anymore, get rid of old clothes that you don't need or that you don't wear, elevate your style, go to the thrift store, maybe try and find a couple new cute things just to like kind of get you going and out there, and that's like a cheaper way to do it. Unfollow people on social media that you feel like are hindering your growth and your mental health, and follow new ones who help you and that get you excited about life and things and that inspire you. I think that's so important. And most importantly is like limit yourself on your phone, because that's a large problem I have, and it honestly takes away from a lot of good stuff in my life, even just like the day passing and I'm like, where did time go? What did I do with myself in my day? And then you just feel really bad about yourself. So we can work on that together. Me and you, we're in this. Ooh, so like if you have a phone problem, which I totally do, I would like to start by plugging in my phone at night at the other side of the room. My friend told me to not even have it in your room and get like a hatch alarm clock, but I think I'm going to start with putting it at the other end of the room and then turn my alarm on and whatnot. But my doom scrolling is the worst at night, so I have to start at the root cause, and we'll start there. And if you're someone who knows they're not going to delete social media, because you know how you go in waves, or like, I should delete social media because it's so bad. But like every time you come back and log on, you're just going to do the same thing. So what I'm going to try and do is just really limit my screen time and be really good in that sense, because that would help a lot, and I would have more hours in the day. Next tip is to act as if. Start showing up as the person you want to be now and embody her or his energy. So if you are someone who tends to catch yourself kind of complaining a lot or at certain moments, and you could tell your friends are not with your vibe or whatever, try and like catch yourself ahead of time, or like go into things with a better mindset, being like, today's gonna be a great day, I'm gonna have so much fun, I'm gonna make money at my job wherever I'm working, look at the weather, if it's good then that's a plus. Just look at the little things around you. There's so many little things that make your day better, and just take a second to step away from the bigger picture and look at the little things. Embody the good energy. You want to be good energy all the time. You want to be the girl that people love in the room. You walk in the room and people are like, oh my God, it's blah, blah, blah. We love you. Start being kind, cool, and awesome. You already are awesome. You just have to dig deep if you don't believe it and start believing it. And kindness comes with practice. Everyone should be kind. Some people grew up with parents who didn't teach them kindness, which is really unfortunate. And I'm grateful I grew up in a household with parents who taught me kindness and to think of others, and that is something really important that you could do. You could start off by doing small nice things for people. Maybe bring a coffee to your coworker in the morning and surprise them and they would be excited, or hold the door open for people, smile at people more. Literally, it's simple things like that that can start getting you in a better vibe, in a better mindset. So the last step I would say is stay consistent. Big one right here, because I've done the thing a time or two where you start something, you do it one day and you're so excited that you did it, and then maybe the next day you're not as motivated or you have something going on and then you fall off of it. I've done that so many times, specifically with the gym. I'm like, oh my God, that was such a good workout. And then the next day, I'm either not feeling it, or I'm like, oh, but it's so nice outside, I'd rather hang out outside. But you need to learn how to incorporate your new into your routines, or else you're going to stay the same. Consistency is so key. I still enjoy all of my sweet treats, but I try and eat the better whole foods, and then I don't feel a lick of guilt when I have a soda, when I eat ice cream. And that's not for everyone, but it works for me. And I like to stick what works for me. You should stick what works for you. If something's not working, try something else, but don't give up. First day, first week. Give things a good try before you quit them. Or if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. It doesn't happen overnight. You have to show up every day with intention. Intention towards your goals is so important. You want to have a good day, you got to intentionally put that out there. Today's going to be a great day. If there's something minor that happens, it's not going to ruin the rest of my day. If you're trying to go to the gym, you're going to say, oh, I'm going to go to the gym first, so that way I don't neglect it later and ruin all my other plans. Or I've done it a time or two where it's a super nice day and I just blow off the gym and I'm like, well, the gym can wait. No, you need the gym. Well, you don't need the gym. I need the gym. But maybe you need the gym too, because the gym makes me feel better. Shout out gym! Obviously, the longer you do it, the more it becomes part of your lifestyle. Like I was talking about before, it'll start feeling weird when something's not... Just checking. Sorry, I was seeing if I smell bad. I smell like pineapple. Shout out pineapple. Anyways, like I was saying before, if something's not a part of your routine after a while, it's going to feel weird. You're going to be like, what is happening? What's missing? And you're just going to crave to eat better. You're going to crave to go to the gym. You're going to crave to do those new activities that you're trying because they were so much fun. Getting out of your comfort zone is also great. Sweet. So those are the steps I would say that are pretty important when you're trying to reinvent yourself. I do want to talk about reinvention and identity. So I've definitely had this problem or idea that if I want to be this different version of myself, where does the old one go, And some people know you by certain traits or by certain things you do, and it's going to feel weird when you don't do certain things anymore, when you don't associate yourself with certain people anymore, when you're just changing things up, because it's like leaving your skin behind, like how a snake sheds theirs off. You're just shedding off a layer of skin. You're still you deep down. And the people who are truly cool and like you in life will know that. They'll think it's so cool if you're trying to be a new version of yourself or try new things, and maybe it'll inspire them to do the same, which I think is so fun. I think that identity is fluid and that is so powerful. You could be who you want, when you want, wherever, and it's just you, and that's really all that matters at the end of the day. As long as you're happy and you feel accomplished and proud of yourself, that is such a huge thing, because a lot of people in life don't feel that about themselves, and it's honestly really sad. And I wish more people could understand that, like, you can reinvent yourself and feel good and actually enjoy life more and just have fun with it, because life is supposed to be fun, and you're supposed to change things, and it's supposed to be fun. Like I said, if you've been known as someone or something, it's okay to release that. It's okay to not be involved with certain activities or things or friends, and it's best to just be honest with people. Like, if you don't want to do a certain activity anymore and your friends are like, why don't you want to do this anymore? A big one, I feel like, personally, I just want to say, I don't drink alcohol. I've stopped when I was 21. Ironic. But it just wasn't for me. I don't like it. I feel way better without it, and that's okay. And if people do that, that's okay. It's everyone's life. It's whatever they want to do. But I think, like, say you're someone who wants to kind of lay off the sauce a little bit, but, like, your friends are, like, all you do with the certain group of friends is go to the bar with them. Like, that's what they're known for. It's okay to be straight up. And I feel like it's so hard for people to be straight up because they're going to feel judged, or their friends are going to be like, oh, well, that's so lame. Like, why do you want to get off the sauce? And, like, but no, you have to empower it and you have to stand your ground, because most people are so freaking scared to leave certain environments or try and be someone different because they're so scared of being judged. And it could honestly inspire them or help other people too. But you have to hold your ground and say, hey, I'm not into this anymore. I'm trying something new. Please respect that. And if they don't respect that, guess what? They're not your friend. They suck butt. And friends are understanding. So just remember that you owe nothing to the outdated version of yourself. Just let go. Take your best traits from yourself and keep it moving. Keep it with your present self. So, like, I think that everyone should try these cool girl affirmations that might help get you started, because when I get inspired by something and then I start snowball affecting, like, I think it's so fun, and then I'm actually inspired and want to do it. So I wrote down some cool girl affirmations that you can try to get yourself hyped up, or that you could try every morning or every day just to, like, hype yourself up and, like, get yourself going, you know? Okay, so first one is, I evolve with ease. I'm just going to say these and then you'll get it. I create my reality. This one's classic. I don't chase, I attract, which is very powerful. I like that one. I'm allowed to change my mind and my life. Those were the only couple that I wrote down. But if you want some more, I could totally, like, give you some more. Oh, and of course you have to say, I am a cool girl, and people think I am so cool and have awesome energy, and I am kind and smart and awesome. And that's an important one. Alright, so that's kind of like all I've got to say on reinventing yourself the cool girl way. It's gonna be a challenge at times, and some things you're gonna realize you don't like, and that's okay. But you just go with the flow. Cool girls rock with the flow of the river, and you float. Some parts of the river, bumpy and scary. Other parts, mellow. Suntanning, best thing in the world. So, it's okay. Just flow. So, if you are thinking of reinventing yourself, or you just want to change certain small things about yourself, let me know. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're rocking with, because it's fun to share journeys and to listen to what other people want to do and who they want to be. And I think that's why humans are so cool, is because everyone's different and they want to do their own thing. And you have to know that you are not stuck. You are ready to grow and leave your snake skin behind and slither around and be cool and awesome. I hope that you learned something from this episode or that it helped you out, because that's my goal here. I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful day. And just remember, you're a cool girl. Stay swaggy. Peace. See you next time.